is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Colorado Rockies and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Max Scherzer is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. Dan, any thoughts?
Max Scherzer. Hello, Chief. It's Max, and it's not Agent 99. This is one of the best pitchers in the game of baseball. Upper to mid-90s fastball, powerhouse slider, and a great changeup. If he brings his A game, it's lights out for the opposing team.
Now at the plate is Jose Reyes. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering. Underway in our nation's capital as the first pitch is looked at for ball one. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Stepping in now, Raimel Tapia, as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Got him to chase out of the zone that time. Raimel Tapia goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at ball one. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-0.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. German Marquez will be on the mound for the Rocks. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we'll get a chance to look at a power right-hander that can get it up there, too, mid-90s, and a great assortment of off-speed pitches. You'll know if Marquez is on early, you'll start seeing a lot of swings and misses. And if that's the case, expect him to stick around long in this one.
And stepping in, Danny Espinoza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly, and there's one gone to start the night.
Batting second.
Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Standing in now, Bryce Harper. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Blackman going back into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Batting fourth.
In now is Anthony Rendon.
Anthony.
As he grounds one briskly to short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Let's hope, Heidi, for all of our sake, that Mother Nature takes that front and passes it through without an incident.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
And this is going to get on by Desmond. It's a base hit.
Leadoff knock right there, Dan. How frustrating is it to let that leadoff guy get on?
Well, every pitcher, you want to get that first guy out, D-Roy. The chances of scoring runs are so much more slim when you get that first guy out. Traffic on the bases, now you have to pitch out of the stretch. It's never easy for the pitcher.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
On to Zimmerman, and they get them both.
Batting fifth. The left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Next up, Corey Dickerson. Past battles with Scherzer. Small sample, a perfect 1-for-1. First offering.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0, center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
And Dickerson behind 0-2 now.
You know, he's had a very economical start out there. Got through the first inning on just 9 pitches, and he's got a chance to keep it in single digits again here in the second.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail this one 1-0. Now to bat, Jason Worth, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. First pitch on its way. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Wilson.
Next, it'll be Wilson Ramos. Set. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Batting 7th, the shortstop, Ian.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Ian Desmond. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he swings right over the top of this one, 0-1. Now here it comes. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound.
The center fielder, Michael Taylor.
So now to the plate, Michael Taylor, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over. And this one's in the dirt. Desmond is off of first with 2 away. High in the air out to center field. Tapia finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. 1 left for Washington. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Josh Fuentes to the plate now. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the 3rd. First pitch on its way. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy as Scherzer's able to move ahead of him with strike 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. And into left field for a one-out hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off-speed, and got hurt.
In now, German Marquez. Popped him up. Worth has a long run, but he'll make the catch back behind third for the second out of the inning. In now for Colorado, Jose Reyes, as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch on its way. Here comes the 0-1. Looked like that one tied him up a bit, a swing and a miss.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2 out with the man at first. This is pulled into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2, he's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. The 0-1. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 2 left for Colorado. It remains 1-0. Digging in will be Max Scherzer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The pitcher, Max Scherzer.
And the pitch. Pops this one up. Here comes Dickerson, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Weak roller right side. Reined in. And there's one down now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in next, Danny Espinoza. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit weakly back to the mound. And that's the second out.
Now batting, first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Striding in now for the Nats, Ryan Zimmerman struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
In the air out to straightaway left. Dickerson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon. First pitch on its way. Grounded down the third baseline. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he will make it there as the Rockies are in business right away. It's a leadoff double.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ready with the 0-1. Blackmon stands at second with no outs. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. He's got it. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
The batter, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. A potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch on its way. And he pops it up. And that's going to land foul. The 0-1 delivery. No runs, 4 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Grounded up the first baseline. Zimmerman has it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Next to stand in is Corey Dickerson. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. All tied at 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. But this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Striding in is Anthony Rendon. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tapia's in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. So now here is Jason Worth. He singled first time up. The pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Nationals down on a mere 4 pitches. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Josh Fuentes. The pitch.
Josh Fuentes.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
To the plate now, Tom Murphy. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strike out there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Herman Marquez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, and this gets on him quickly here and deflects off him. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, D-Row, it's not very often that pitchers are able to get some base hits. Even though that's an infield knock, he'll take that every day of the week.
Are you kidding me? From a defensive standpoint, this is rock bottom. I mean, the pitcher is beating out infield singles. What else is next?
Dan Ugla is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. Into the box, Jose Reyes, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Worth will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Rockies strand one. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me that they have to find a way to be more patient at the plate. 7 of their at-bats have resulted in first pitch outs, so he said they need to find ways to get better pitches to swing at early in the count. That, or change their approach and work themselves into deeper counts where they might get more chances to hit a mistake pitch. Either way, they're looking to make adjustments down
Leading
here.
up for
Matt?
Washington,
Good stuff,
the
Heidi.
catcher,
Thanks.
Wilson Ramos.
The pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. He grounds it sharply to third. Gloved by Arenado. LeMahieu for 1. On to first, a double play.
Up next for Washington, the 7th fielder.
Base is empty, 2 away, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. First offering on its way. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. Ready now is Raimel Tapia, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
Raimel Tapia.
Here's the first pitch to him.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away.
Up next for Colorado, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He grounded out last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way. Two out, nobody on. This is foul right side.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Ready with the 0-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies. Still tied 1 apiece. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Max Scherzer. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Tapia. He's got it 1 away.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Danny Espinosa.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Danny Espinosa, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the first pitch. Swing and a liner. A quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. At the plate now is Dan Ugla. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Now here's the pitch. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a nice job there by the two-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Harper.
So the next to bat will be Bryce Harper. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch of the AB now. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Jeez, finally. That's the first ball they've taken all night. Do it again, I dare you.
The 1-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. Hit down the third baseline. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Nats leave a pair. Score remains tied 1-1.
Leading off for the Rockies, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
ready. Here's the first pitch.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Ball one, taken just off the inside. The 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Left fielder looking up, still going back, and they have taken the lead. So a solo shot here to left center field, and the Rockies have now taken a 2-1 lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Now back, left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Heck of a job by the batter right there. You would have thought he bought himself a fastball, but gets an off-speed pitch, doesn't try to do too much, and drives it for a base hit.
In now, Josh Fuentes, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Weak grounder back to the mound. Desmond for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
The catcher, number 2, Tom Murphy.
Next to hit, Tom Murphy. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. First pitch of the AB on its way.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
Grounded back up the middle. There is Desmond. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 2-1 Colorado. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Jason Worth.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. The pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Giving chase is Tapia, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, look at Arenado. Hey now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ian Desmond.
So now to the plate, Ian Desmond. Into center field, line drive base hit. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Ambush tactics
now
right there, but he didn't try and do too much. He stayed in there and just drove it back up the middle.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Robert Stevenson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Dom Nunez is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate now, Michael Taylor. Grounder down the line at 3rd. Arenado has it. Throw over to LeMahieu at 2nd, and that'll do it. Nationals leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Now to the plate, Dom Nunez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Blake Trinan has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0 home is a fastball that misses. The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Reyes flew out last time up. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Swing and a liner. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now the first pitch. Sacrifice attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackman.
So one gone for the Rockies here in the 8th. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackman. First pitch coming, here it is. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0.
Boy, the Rockies have been looking for that big hit all game long. They haven't been able to come through so far, but now would be the time to come through.
A ball and a strike.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Nunez on third. Reyes is over at second with one down in the inning. 3-1.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the 1-0. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count, he's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Drilled to the left side. Rendon is there. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for Colorado. They lead it 2-1. Trey Turner will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll cut on and miss it, a good slider at the knees for strike 1. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 3. Comes set, and the 0-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
The 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate, Danny Espinoza as he lifts it in the air to right field. Blackman is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Adam Ottavino enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning. Stepping in once again is Dan Ugla. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
On the ground to the right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Stepping in now, Bryce Harper. Trouble averted here as this is tapped out in front of the mound. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for Washington. They still trail it here 2-1. Felipe Vasquez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. DJ LeMahieu will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run of the ball game, and on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning, a solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Vasquez has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit hard towards center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard via the single.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the 9th. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a 1-run lead.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Just an excellent job of bat head discipline right there. Able to go below the zone. That pitch is not a strike. That was actually a pretty nasty pitch, and he was able to go down and spoil it.
To the plate now, Josh Fuentes, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's set, here's the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now both runners on the move. 1-2 now. LeMahieu at second. Dickerson at first with no outs. And another foul ball. Here's another 1-2. On the ground to short. Could this be two? On to first is Desmond, and that's in time for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Adam Ottavino.
Garrett Hampson will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 1.
First pitch of the AB now. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And a late squeeze attempt, and it looks like it's going to work. And the throw is late, so it'll be an infield single and an RBI on a perfect suicide squeeze.
Boy, D-Row, talk about drawing up the squeeze plate to perfection. It can't be done any better than what we just saw.
Yeah, right there. You're on an island as a third baseman, first baseman, even the pitcher. When it's executed to perfection, you either put it in your pocket or get the out at first.
Number 22 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager. In now, Dom Nunez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He drew a base on balls his first time up. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
At the plate now, Jose Reyes, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Here comes the 1-2.
Outside, that's the ball.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Rockies forced to settle for 1. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Rockies 3 and the Nats 1. Tommy Kahnle comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rendon. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Anthony Rendon.
He's set and the pitch. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center, Tapia is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th. And Now in the box, Jason Worth. He flew out in his last AB. First offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Smoked on the ground left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a one-out knock.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me, the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
Fielded cleanly. LeMahieu for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Hey, there was no reason to panic. He gave up a hit, but he comes right back and gets a double play to end this thing. Great resiliency right there to secure the save and the victory for the team.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Rockies jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. German Marquez earns the victory on the mound. Max Scherzer pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Get your hand off my penis!